Welcome to the Jeff Crilly Show. And now, here's Jeff Crilly.
Welcome back to the Jeff Crilly Show. You have such a charming smile. My guest is Dr. Taaka Cash. I love that name, Dr. Cash. Now, when you meet somebody for the first time, because she's a mental health professional, when people meet you for the first time and do they say, are you really Dr. Cash? Is that like a real thing?
Yes, I actually get that all the time. They think my name is an alias for something else. And I'm like, no, that is actually my real name, Dr. Taaka Cash.
Well, you have such great energy and spirit.
Thank you.
Why don't we start maybe back in your childhood? Do you believe that in your childhood you had the seeds planted that would later grow into the person you are today?
Of course. Foundation, environment, situational stressors, anything that's in your environment is going to set the foundation for who you are to become today. And I want to say that everything that I went through, I wouldn't redo it. I wouldn't want to go back to where I was. Right. And it definitely gave me the tool set that I need to be of service to the people that I am serving today in mental health.
Well, do you, was there a turning point in your life that made you say, this is what I was put on the planet to do? I need to help people.
Yes, I was diagnosed with cancer and given 3 to 6 months to live early on in my life.
Oh, gosh.
And after that, hopefully I don't tear up, but after that, it was like, having the nurses and having the doctors to fight tooth and nail to save my life, and to one day get that dreadful information, just that outcome that, hey, your daughter will not survive.
Wow.
She will only have 3 to 6 months to live. And my mom was left with, okay, what do we do? So that's when, they put me inside of a mock trial, and they tried all of these different medications. And then, God said, hey, I want her here on this earth to do something else. And so all of the cancer was gone. I was on chemotherapy treatment for 5 years, lost all of my hair,
wow.
my eyelashes, I had to learn how to read, write, walk again, talk again, a lot of those fundamentals that we take for granted on a day-to-day basis. And that's why I'm disruptively innovating the mental health concept that I have that we'll be talking about on today.
Absolutely. Well, that's a good segue into this. Mm-hmm. How are you approaching mental health and wellness in a different way?
Well, let me start by saying I'm a dual graduate of Vanderbilt School of Nursing, and I have a master's of science in nursing. I'm a nurse practitioner who specializes in psychiatric mental health services. Mm-hmm. My expertise lies in treating kids, adolescents, adults, and geriatrics for all psychiatric limitations, to include depression, anxiety, hopelessness, helplessness, any type of cutting, addictions, things of that nature. And so when they come to me, they're looking for a created experience. They're looking for someone to say, hey, fix me and fix me now. And so I'm looking like, wait a minute. Medication is a last resort for what we're trying to do. I believe in bringing in the collaborative efforts of therapy along with that, along with other modalities. And so what I've learned to do over the last 3 years after, assessing and evaluating so many clients, I'm like, okay, they're coming to me and they're getting their prescriptions and they're getting help, but what are they doing when they go out? What can I do to keep them in? What can I do to provide restorative services to them? And so therein lies Privy Oasis Mental Health and Wellness Spa.
Okay, I love this.
I know. And so, our slogan is Privy Elite, a mental treat. You get doggy treats. You get all types of candy treats. April Fool's is coming up, and guess what? You're going to get treats for that. But what about mental health and wellness treats? So a treat to yourself could be retail therapy. It could be hair therapy. It could be salon-focused therapy. It could be aromatherapy, essential oil therapy. And what about your mental health and wellness therapy? And that's where we come in, where we combine all of these lucrative services, where you can come in and you can get, a prescription for Prozac, and you can also get your nails done at the same time. You can get reflexology, and you can get a prescription and a massage at the same time. You can go in and do yoga.
Oh my goodness!
Even do that. get a prescription. And also, hey, I want to talk to my therapist too at the same time. We're also, because my love and my foundation came from being a cancer survivor, and that's where I brought in the hair extensions and the eyelash extensions for those patients who no longer have, or want to have hair extensions and or eyelash extensions. So we'll actually have girls and techs on site that will be able to come not only to your house, but you'll be able to come to our location. And during our grand opening, M Spa and Nails of Plano, Texas will actually be sponsoring that day. The first 40 people who are coming in, they will get free gel nails.
Oh my goodness.
What? A gel set for any woman that's out there. They know that's pretty expensive. So if you're the first 40 that come out there, come on out. Research M Nails and Spa of Plano, Texas. They will actually be sponsoring our event on that day.
I think you're absolutely brilliant because when you think about what you're doing, people will confess all kinds of stuff to the person doing their hair or their nails or anyway. But now you're actually bringing some professionalism into this amateur therapy experience that they would normally have with their beautician. So what's been the reaction so far from the people who you've told this to or who've experienced the spa?
Well, we have this is a ground up project, and so we're on the border of Grapevine and Colleyville, Texas. Our first location is in Grapevine and South Lake, and so the feedback has been phenomenal. Our patients are like, what do you mean I can actually get my nails and talk to my therapist at the same time? This is genius, Dr. Cash. Why didn't you tell us about this and let us know when you open it up? And so the feedback has been awesome because guess what? When you look good, you feel good.
Yes, it's true.
When you look good, you feel good. And so when you come in, we truly want our clients to be privy elite in obtaining their mental treats.
Oh, my goodness. Dr. Cash, sign us up.
Yes.
Well, one of the things that Dr. Cash and I met for the first time about a week ago, and she came into our office and just big smile, great energy, and I knew I would just fall in love with everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
Let's talk about your own faith and spirituality, because I know that really plays a large role in what you do and why you were put on this planet.
Everyone on my staff is Christian, from the media that's out there, our social media team. Andrea McNeely she's over our graphic designs department. Eric Barnes is over, graphics and designs, as well as chief editor of that. And every single every member of our team is Christian. And we believe in that. I believe in spiritual, affinity, how your spirit aligns with someone else.
Yes.
My staff, if they see me praying with someone, they will just fall in line with me and pray for that person. I can take this week, for example, where a woman, she just walked in and she said, I heard you last week on the radio, and I came in because I said the woman that was on the other side of that mic, she has to be anointed. I got on my knees with her. My clinical hat comes off. Prayer is first. When you walk into my clinic, you're going to see that. You're going to see, the signs of faith. You're going to see that. You're going to feel that spirit. You're going to feel the authenticity of the people that are working with you, and that doesn't come. That's not fake. That is us in our real form. When you see me, you're going to feel me, and it's a created experience.
Have you ever thought about being a preacher?
Well,
because
hey, you never know what your calling is going to be. I am just walking
the Reverend T.D. Cash.
I know, right? Look, it's going to be T.C. Cash. Yes. So, but I definitely feel like I'm walking into my calling, and we are not just treating just one population. We're actually treating the whole entire family. From kids, we're going to have biofeedback therapy. Medication is a last resort. A lot of our parents that are coming in, they're coming to us and saying, hey, I don't want my kids on medication. Is there anything else that I can do for my child?
Yes.
When we're bringing in teens, the millennials, everyone's talking about the millennials and their constant need for gratification, instant convenience, and we're dealing with some of the barriers that they're having and some of the mental health limitations that they're experiencing with cutting. This new fad that they're having. If you're not doing well, go hang yourself. We're going out to the schools. We're actually saying, hey, there is something that's going on. on. If you want to reach out to us, go online. You'll hear our campaign, Dead Voices Can't Be Heard. We ask people, which side of the campaign are you going to be on? The one that's 6 feet deep, or the one where you're on the other side of the grounds, where you're actually advocating for suicidality and crisis prevention?
Wow. Dr. Cash, you're amazing. You're absolutely amazing and very inspiring. Why don't you tell people how they can get a hold of you and what the experience is like working with you?
Well, when you come in, I will say it's just not just a Dr. Cash experience, it's a God experience. And everyone that's a part of my team, they all pour in their energies into this. This is just not just working for us. This is what we do. This is what we're ordained to do. And if you want to reach out to anyone, provider and or staff members, you can reach out to us at www.privyoasis.com, www.drtaakacash.com, 817-488-7771, or info@privyoasis.com.
Oh, I love it. Dr. Cash, do you take credit?
Well, yeah, I take all forms of currency.
Do you also take cash?
Yeah, we take cash. So exactly. We want to make sure that we're giving everyone the services that they need. This is going to be an interdisciplinary approach, a holistic approach. We're looking at bringing in all types of modalities to one service, that instead of you going to get your nails done at one place, going to get your hair done at one place, going to get your prescriptions done at one place, going to get your kids, while your kids are getting seen by the pediatrician in our clinic, you can be over there getting your nails and your, and your eyebrows done or your eyelashes done. We're doing full body waxes. There's so many things. When you look good, you feel good.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
Yes.
Dr. Cash,
So my question to you, Jeff,
Yes.
is when are you coming in for the Privy Elite experience to get your mental health treat?
mani-pedis?
That's right. This is not just for women and kids, guys. This is for women. This is for men as well. So men, we treat the whole entire family. So come in. If your wife drags you to one of the appointments, just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go and sit in that massage chair, and I'm going to get a massage, and I'm also going to get a mani while I'm there. There's nothing wrong with that.
Dr. Cash, wow, there's so much energy here. We just need to
Yes.
bottle this. Okay, well, thank you so much for being my guest. We'll have to have you back real soon.
Thank you so very much for having me.
Okay, when we come back, our Legal Eagle segment with one of the top attorneys in North Texas. That's next on The Jeff Crilley Show.
You're listening to The Jeff Crilley Show on Talk Radio 1190.